Beautiful. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert at Custodian File. Today is 3/26/25. This is from Latchkey Hustle. Just sent me this the other day. And frankly, there are so many dragons. After 3 dragons, I stopped counting. This does happen once in a while. This channel is about small, fast UAPs that are ubiquitous. They're all over the world. Easy to record, easy to document. You see a helicopter, airplane, hold your phone sideways, zoom in a little bit, and record for 30 seconds. Once in a while, 3 or 4 will show up, but it's hard to do, but it does happen. But in this case, this helicopter, they're flying up to them. I call it a tag when they fly into the video, a tag. You can call it a recon, a scan, a probe, surveillance. Basically, this is going on all over the world. If you're new to the channel, I know this can be a lot to take in such a short period of time. You have the propensity to want to think these have got to be birds or bugs. And why are there so many people watching these videos about birds and bugs? Because a lot of people have just taken the time to watch 2 or 3, 4 videos. And then you quickly realize something is going on here. Birds are easy to identify in slow motion. So the characteristics of these things, 2,000 miles an hour, they fly behind aircraft. They trigger the X and K band. That was confirmed by the Pentagon on 4/19/23. They do leave an X-ray image of themselves if they fly behind some type of metal pole. And they leave an audio click on your video, and they will cause your autofocus to malfunction. So yeah, and who knows what other characteristics there are. We're trying to discover. I discovered this summer 2017 when the Coast Guard invaded Marina Del Rey. Marina Del Rey is infested with these things. We just don't know why. 8 years ago, I thought they were dragonflies, so I still call them dragons. They're not birds, they're not bugs. It's a mystery. It's a big mystery. They are baitable, by the way, too. I forgot to mention baitable. So it makes them predictable. What does baitable mean? If you if you fly in with a helicopter, with a drone, birds, kites, balloons, parasails at the beach, they'll fly up to you. They'll fly into the picture. They just, obviously they want to know. They just want to know everything about things flying in the air. And there's a couple of videos that suggest that they do fly up to people, which is a little bit uncomfortable, and I'll show you that. Once in a while you do find that. I found one at an air show a couple of days ago, and they flew right up to this guy's head, which is a little concerning, very concerning actually. We don't want that. If they're running on extreme high voltage, you don't want anything like gamma rays around your body. That's just, you don't. Okay, so if you have any questions, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I do need your help, your subscriptions. More than anything, and tell a friend. If you have questions, feel free to ask. If you think these are birds and bugs, just watch a few more videos, and I think you'll even start to question yourself here, like something odd is going on. And believe me, yeah, something odd is going on. The government knows all about this. They've been here over 15,000 times, Marina Del Rey, using every aircraft we have. Every single helicopter, different agency that we have has been here, and I have all those documented. I have over 5,000 UAP Dragon videos now, plus research vessels. I'm going to show you some old school research vessels that are just here looking for these dragons. Okay, let's go to the next. Okay, welcome back, everyone. So you've seen this before. I found this dragon hunting 6-7 years ago on YouTube. It's the one of the best wormhole videos ever accidentally recovered. Palmdale, California, by the Blue Angels, 2017. They're just screwing around, flying around, practicing. GoPro camera, and they fly right up to a wormhole, and it's just phenomenal. So where I'm going with this, I mean, for some time, if you've been watching the channel, I'm saying first these dragons fly out. You see these black dots? Then the larger ship, the mothership, flies out. And that's where I get the theory the primary function of these dragons are to escort larger UAPs, UFOs, from one dimension to another. And then once they're on the planet, the dragons will recon the planet, and they recon everything. So that's where I get the theory that their primary is just to protect, escort larger ships. And I do have another video in Canada that depicts that very clearly also. So where I'm going with this, with the new fighter that was just announced this week, the F-47, it's going to be made by Boeing. They're not saying a lot. They're really not saying much, but essentially roughly 300 million each. And it will, basically it's going to fly itself, but they are going to have a pilot in there as backup. But more importantly, it's going to be escorted by drones. They're calling it collaborative combat aircraft. That's fine. You can make up all the new words, acronyms you want. Essentially, the drones will be escorting the larger ship to protect it. Now, and they said they've been experimenting with this for the last 5 years, and the Palmdale thing was 7 years ago. Kind of makes you wonder, like, it's not like they're copying our science, our logic and science. So what do you think of my theory here? You think these dragons primarily are protecting, they're escorting, interdimensional. They're forerunners, basically. They fly ahead and make sure everything's safe, and then they just wire back very quickly in a nanosecond. Come on in, everything's cool here in Palmdale. But it also makes you wonder, and just like again with the new F-47, if these drones encounter a problem, are they going to be programmed to automatically just throw down and defend themselves and just rip loose with every weapon system they have? Can these dragons do that if they need to? If they were to fly into a hostile environment, I'm sure they probably would avoid combat. But it really leaves the question: what are they capable of doing if they had to do it? What could a dragon do? At the very least, EMP everything in its surrounding. I mean, yeah, not necessarily vaporize an entire ship in the water, but definitely EMP, which is the same thing. If you could, just put your finger at someone and they fall asleep, it's really, what more do you want, right? No matter how big they were. If they were 12 feet tall and you can just say sleep and they sleep, it's done for them. So it really makes you wonder here. This is pretty exciting. We're going to be building this. I guess it's going to be done in 5 years, but boy, then it really raises the question, these drones are going to be escorting the 47. What are these drones, and it's not if, they will run into these dragons. Then what? Then what? Are they going to be programmed, or are our drones going to be programmed to ignore dragons as friendly, just don't say anything? Boy, that really raises some questions here. Or are they just automatically going to fire on them? Oh boy, share your thoughts with me. Tell me what you think. Where are we going with all this? I know the future is happening so fast. It's coming and going so quickly. Share your thoughts with me. If you're new to the channel, just hang in there. I know there's a lot going on. Okay, did I mention today was 3/26/25? I hope so. Okay, let's go to the next. Okay, super. Let's travel back in time here to, 7 years ago. Okay, so you're probably thinking, why don't they bring in some vessels, ocean vessels, and because they're all around the Jetty Rocks, right in front of Marina del Rey. So they absolutely have. We brought in several ships. Here's two. They were parked here for 9 months. The Ocean Investigator and the Decisive. Here's the Coast Guard. They used to be here all the time again, just parking, staring at the Jetty Rocks. It's right there to their left. These dragons are just flying by in the same location. They're all over the Coast Guard. If you could be on the deck there and hearing what they're saying, the radar operator is probably screaming. They're right in front of us. Speeds 2,000. They're like, what is going on here? So needless to say, it's repetitive. The government is 100% aware of these small UAP, you call them fast movers, I call them dragons. They're 100, there's not even no denying it. There's too much video evidence. It's just, here it is. Over and over, as the Coast Guard just flying by too. They're doing everything they can. The government's done everything they can. Those vessels, here they are again. These vessels were parked here 270 days. You do the math at $100,000 a day for each vessel. That's $54 million. And then plus all the sorties that have been here, that is another $46 million in the last 8 years. They've done everything they could. I mean, there's really nothing new to learn. That's why the vessels haven't returned. There's nothing new to learn. Let me see, I slowed this down. Where is this dragon? Even in slow motion, I'm telling you, I'm baffled. But yeah, so yeah, if you want to if you're a reporter, news reporter, just go to the captains of these ships. The Ocean Investigator, the Decisive, the Coast Guard, USS Gabriel the Gifford. Just go talk to the captains. You can watch my videos. I'll give you my videos. Just go talk to the first witness. The first witness is the captain of the ship. They'll tell you. It's just like what was it last week? Dan Aykroyd was saying, you know, the police are very annoyed with these things flying around. It's talk to the first witness. This is not hearsay. This is not a probability. It is what it is. So I think that will do it for today. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. You want to record this yourself, you can. They're all over the world. Take your camera. You see aircraft. I like helicopters. Take your phone out, hold it landscape, record, zoom in 15, 20%, record for 30 seconds, wide turn its landscape. 80% of the time these dragons fly left to right, right to left, 20% up and down. So you'll get more frames on your camera there. Share your videos if you'd like, custodianfile@gmail. We'll do our best to answer. If you have any questions, do our best to answer it. Remember, these things, again, they trigger the X and K band. They fly behind helicopters. They leave an audio click. They leave ghost images of themselves when they're behind metal poles. And they mess with your autofocus. And who knows what else we're going to learn this year. Okay, thank you for watching. Stay safe. Bye-bye.